The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Drill, 52.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Ebukam, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Wentz now on first down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Go. Hey, go here. Ready?
Lance now on first down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Niners at 11-3 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looks like they were going to have a sustained drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Always got some breathing room. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Wentz going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Let's go. Check pink. Ready?
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Ready? Play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Trouble 38. Black swap. 560.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk,
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on Wentz is intercepted yet again. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Lance now to throw.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
The kick by Gould is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 17 yards out.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. In motion left is a running back.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Wentz on third down. Thomas brings it in.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Wentz. That's going to be caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On play action, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Being chased out left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Green Jack. Yellow blue.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Wentz to throw again.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Wentz going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 30 on second down, Lance. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the 49ers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on second down. Wentz buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Wentz, gotta have this one.
Pass complete, Thomas.
And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Pushing his way inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Wentz.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Wentz to throw.
Going right back to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Back to throw. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, look to fight another down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but...
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Commanders,
it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for the fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real.